little bit inauthentic, but that's a silly example. But it is an example of when you're able to dress the way you want to dress and you're able to say the things that are true and you're able to show up in the space really organically and authentically. That's being comfortable in your own skin. And that's, of course, had different chapters in my life. But right now, no, I don't feel that I need.
This is Meghan Markle's boldest and most reckless stunt yet. Walking in the distance, flashing that carefully practiced smile. And then, moments later, the humiliation. This isn't gossip. This is a spectacle, and the world was watching. It all happened in the same city where Princess Diana lost her life. The very tragedy Prince Harry said was caused by paparazzi. And now, decades later, Meghan is chasing those same flashbulbs through city streets as if fame could rewrite history. They don't even try to hide their resentment anymore. The tension is visible, electric, and deadly silent. Hold tight to your teacups because what you're about to witness isn't rumor. It's a slow-motion crash caught on camera. New York City, flashbulbs, royal titles, and one voice from the crowd that cut through the chaos like a knife. "Stop using our children!" The smile froze. Harry's jaw locked. Meghan's fingers clenched around his hand like a reflex. That wasn't a red carpet moment. That was a fairy tale shattering in real time. From that second on, every camera flash became lightning, cold, merciless, exposing everything they tried to hide. But what the world didn't see that night was the storm that had already begun months earlier. Because before New York, there was Paris. And Paris is where everything started to crumble. They called her the villain, dangerous, calculating, a woman obsessed with rehabilitating her image, even if it meant weaponizing tragedy. On camera, they looked perfect, two rebels rewriting royalty. Off camera, insiders whispered that the script was rotting from the inside. Every appearance told the same story. Meghan performing for headlines, Harry shrinking into silence. Remember the Kevin Costner gala? That awkward mic grab? She reached for his hand. He pulled away like it burned. That was the soft launch of their downfall. New York was merely the sequel. Same cast, fewer lines. So what changed Harry so completely? The answer lies in a city that worships fashion and hides ghosts, Paris, a place of elegance and a tunnel that still haunts his nightmares. Observers noticed the shift. They were living separate lives now. Harry getting invitations alone. Meghan chasing relevance through cameras, not causes. And that's where the first receipt drops. The Paris setup, front row at Balenciaga, flashbulbs everywhere. It was supposed to be Meghan's triumphant comeback to fashion royalty, but insiders whispered the truth. The outfit wasn't even hers. Borrowed, returned. Tags still attached. In the fashion world, that isn't style, it's humiliation. You borrow when brands don't trust you to represent them. It wasn't glamour anymore. It was desperation in designer heels. Then came the tunnel, Pont de l'Alma, the same one where Princess Diana lost her life. And that's where Meghan's team filmed her, smiling softly, scarf pulled close, cameras rolling. Later she claimed she didn't know where she was. But come on! Meghan studied Diana like a syllabus. Every outfit, every gesture, every tragedy. To her, that tunnel was symbolism. To Harry, it was sacrilege. That was the moment distance turned into damage. And when that video surfaced online, his reaction was volcanic. Off camera, off script. The second receipt followed, the hotel showdown. Witnesses say that night Harry finally snapped. He demanded to know how she could turn the place where his mother died into content. Her reply, calm, cold, dismissive, "It's just a clip. It's not that deep." But for him, it was sacred ground. That line hit harder than any headline ever could. Because to Harry, that tunnel wasn't Paris. It was purgatory. After that night, he didn't yell again. He just went silent, and sometimes silence screams louder than rage ever could. Fast forward to the third receipt, the New York performance. Red carpet, flashing cameras. The illusion's still alive. But look closer. The smiles tell two completely different stories. Prince Harry leaned away. Meghan leaned in. She smiled for the cameras. He smiled to survive them. That wasn't affection. That was choreography. Every glance rehearsed. Every touch timed. Two people performing the ghost of a marriage for an audience that stopped believing months ago, and then came the stunt that broke even loyal fans. This weekend, Meghan invoked the memory of Princess Diana, not as tribute, but as strategy. Critics called it emotional terrorism. She recreated poses, lighting, even gestures from Diana's final public moments. For Harry, it wasn't nostalgia. It was desecration. For the world, it was déjà vu in the worst way possible. Within hours, social media went forensic. Clips slowed down, frames analyzed, captions dissected. Did you see that eye roll? That loosened hand? TikTok dubbed it the divorce glare. Reddit called it the hostage smile. Memes exploded. One read, "Blink twice if you're trapped." Another, "The crown, final season, the breakup." The internet had spoken. And somewhere inside the palace, whispers turned into strategy meetings. Rumors swirled that King Charles was quietly considering cutting the final thread, their royal titles. For Meghan, that title, Duchess of Sussex, is oxygen. Without it, she's just Meghan Markle again. And in Hollywood, that name doesn't sell fairy tales anymore. For Harry, the title means something different: regret. It's the last fragment of a kingdom he traded for chaos. If he walks away now, he admits he lost everything for nothing. So they stay. She for relevance, he for pride. It's not a partnership. It's a pact. Sources say the tension has poisoned everything. There's no trust left. Meghan, always planning the next deal, eyes fixed on the future. Harry, haunted by the past, slipping deeper into silence. Insiders describe their life now as two schedules under one roof. Every love story ends, one royal aide said quietly, some in fire, others in frost. Theirs froze in front of us, because what began as rebellion became contradiction. The woman who begged for privacy now monetizes her pain. The man who blamed cameras for destroying his childhood now lives behind them again. Paris exposed the truth. New York confirmed it. This isn't royalty reborn, and it's royalty rehearsed. They're not partners in purpose, they're co-stars in a fading franchise. And the audience can feel it. The chemistry is gone. The illusion cracked. The fairy tale's running on fumes. If they can turn grief into branding, what else have they rewritten? Maybe love left quietly, somewhere between the tunnel and the red carpet. No press release. No announcement. Just fewer smiles, fewer sightings, fewer reasons to pretend, because in the end, Meghan Markle didn't just lose the palace, she lost the plot. So, if you've been sipping this royal chaos till the last drop, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Because this story, it's only getting louder. The lights may fade, but the whispers never do. Fade, but the whispers never do.